Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Linguistic Channel. And today we are going to learn all the tenses in just less than an hour. But prior to that, I would like to tell you that if you haven't learned the thumb rules of all the tenses, this is going to be a little difficult for you to understand. So at first, go to my last video and learn them, and then come to this one so that you can learn all 12 tenses, all the tenses without any difficulties. So let's begin. At first, we have got a tense which is called present simple tense. My friends, as you all know, that I keep definitions really easy. So I've kept this one as well. It's just a two-word definition that says that happens. जो भी होता है, कभी भी होता है, कहीं भी होता है, कितनी बार भी होता है. We do not need to do anything with that, right? Whenever we talk about something that happens, there we are going to use present simple tense. People, do you want to know an amazing fact about present simple tense? He who knows present simple tense 100% knows 70% of total English. क्योंकि हम अपनी डेली लाइफ में सबसे ज़्यादा जो टेंस इस्तेमाल करते हैं, that is present simple tense. Okay, so it's not that easy that it seems. Let's move to the rules of this that we need to understand first. The rules to make present simple tense. Rule number 1. Whenever we form an affirmative sentence, affirmative, in Urdu it means sada, or in Hindi you call it sada jumla, and in English you call it affirmative or a positive sentence which does not have any negation or interrogation in that, using third person singulars as subject. Do you know what is a third person singular? He, she, it, and any singular name is called third person singular, okay? So when we form a present simple tense using third person singular as subject, what we do is we add s, es, and ies in the verb, right? So to make my friends from Pakistan and India understand it clearly, let me tell this in Urdu, or Hindi you call it, right? So keeping it simple, जब हम सादा जुमला third person singular जो कि he, she, it के साथ it होते हैं उनके साथ बनाएंगे, तो हम verb के अंदर s, es और ies का इजाफा करेंगे. Now the question arises that with which verbs we need to add s, with which verbs we need to use es, and what about ies? कौन से verb के साथ हम s लगाएंगे, कौन से के साथ es, कौन से के साथ ies? So we have got second rule for that says the verbs ending with sh, ch, sox, we add es with them in the end. For example, crash, right? जिन verbs के आखिर में sh, ch, sox आता है, हम उनके साथ es लगाते हैं. For example, crash ends with sh, so you're going to use es there. Watch ends with ch, so it's going to be es. Bless with s, so es. Go goes, box boxes, right? The third rule, which is about using ies or adding ies. So my friends, जिन verbs के आखिर में y आता है और y से पहले consonant होता है, ठीक है? Not a vowel, a consonant. So if there's a consonant, what we're going to do is we're going to remove y and put ies in the verb. For example, try, T-R-Y. So try goes tries, okay? But when there is a vowel before y, for example in play, P-L-A-Y, what we do is we simply add S. ठीक है, तो जिन verbs के आखिर में Y आएगा और Y से पहले consonant होगा तो हम Y हटा के IS लगा देंगे, और अगर Y से पहले vowel होगा, that you call it vowel, which is the wrong pronunciation, right? तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम simple S लगा देंगे, like we do it with play, P-L-A-Y-S. The fourth rule, when we form a negative or interrogative, जब हम सवालिया या इनकारिया जुमला बनाएंगे third person singular के साथ as subject, ठीक है, so we use does as helping verb and remove the addition of s, es and ies from the verb. Now the question arises कि भाई हम s, es और ies का इजाफा क्यों हटाएंगे जब हम does लगा देंगे? So my friends, does itself does not have any sort of existence, right? Does, I mean, es is the addition to the verb do. So when it is a helping verb, what is it? We add es with it because of the rule, right? So we do it like that, right? Next thing, let's have a look at some examples. Affirmative sentence, right? With I, we, you, they, we see that we have not made any addition of s, es and ies, and we have simply used verbs first form. Like I explained the lesson, we make food, you travel a lot, they want to work hard, but when it comes with he, she or it, we have added s, like she wears new suits in the party, he talks a lot, it crawls on the floor. The same thing goes with a negative. Remember, negative बनाने का rule है कि we always add not with helping verb. So it says, I don't, or you can say, I do not explain the lesson. When it comes to a negation with he, she, it goes, she does not wear. You see, we have removed the addition of s from the verb wear. An interrogative, the rule to form an interrogative is that we bring the helping verb first. तो हम interrogative में क्या करते हैं, हम helping verb पहले ले आते हैं. So it's going to be like, does he talk a lot, or does it crawl on the floor? Let's go to the next slide. Exercise. Use the given subjects and verbs and make sentences. Right? So it is an exercise for you. You can pause the video right here and complete the answers. I will just tell you the answers in the next slide. Once you are done making the sentences, play the video and get your answers. Okay, now I think you have done the exercise, so let's check your answers. So you were supposed to make negative with the verb make and she. So what is going to be? She does not make whatever object you just put. It doesn't matter. Okay, with he, dress up, and interrogative. Okay, so it should have been does he dress up. I hope you didn't make it wrong. आपने he के साथ does he लगाया होगा, as it is the rule that with he, she, it. In interrogative we use does, and then translate. So I translate, or you translate, or whatever. It's just an easy word. It crawl. So it was a very easy verb. You must have made it correctly. Okay, we do not light. Do we walk? Don't forget to put a question mark when you're forming an interrogative. And kick, they do not kick, right? Okay, great. When we have successfully learned present simple tense, now let's go for the other tense, that is past simple tense. Okay, so we have a two-word definition for this tense as well. And the definition is that happened. जो भी हुआ था, जैसे भी हुआ था, कभी भी हुआ था. When you talk about something you did, जो आपने किया था, उसके लिए we use past simple tense. Okay, let's learn some rules. Okay, so what is the form that we have in past simple tense? It is, right? Yes, it is a past form, which is second form of the verb, right? So we use second form of the verb when we form an affirmative sentence of past simple tense. हम second form verb की इस्तेमाल करते हैं, लेकिन जब हम did इस्तेमाल करते हैं in negative and interrogative, तो हम second verb के अंदर verb की first form use करते हैं. जैसे कि आपने देखा in present simple tense, जब हमने do के साथ es लगाया, तो हमने next verb के अंदर से ses और is का addition हटा दिया. तो it is a rule of English grammar that when we have already made additions in a verb, so the next verb won't be affected at all, right? Next verb के अंदर verb की first form आ जाएगी, ठीक है? So the same thing is here, that when we use did as helping verb, we do not use the second form of the verb in the next verb. Next, let's get some examples. You see, the affirmative examples are, I went to market, मैं market गया था या गई थी. She unified us, उसने हमें एक किया था. We sent the list, हमने list भेजी थी. You drank water, तुमने पानी पिया था. And now when we go for a negative of the first sentence, what's going to be? I, yes, the helping verb is did. So I did. Negative के अंदर the rule is that we add not with the helping verb. तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? I did not go. The first form, yes, according to the rule, जब हम did लगा देंगे, तो next verb के अंदर verb की first form आ जाएगी. So it's going to be like I did not go to the market. You see, the same thing is here. She didn't, which is the short form of did not. अच्छा, इसको लोग didn't भी पढ़ते हैं. Didn't is the wrong pronunciation for this, right? The correct pronunciation is didn't. ठीक है? And we did not send the list. You see, हर verb के अंदर हमने verb की first form लगा दी है. Interrogative, it's going to be, did I go to market? Did she unify us? Did we send the list? Did you drink water? And so on. Okay, we have followed the same rule using helping verb in the beginning, and the rest of the sentence remained the same. Next, here is an exercise. So, you have the verbs जिनके आपने negative, interrogative, affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative बनाने हैं. ठीक है, इस verb की list आपके सामने है. Now you can pause the video and make sentences. Perfect. So I think you have made the sentences and you have learned it correctly. So let's get the answers. Abandon, which means to stop doing something, is going to be he did not abandon, right? देखें, हमने did लगाया तो हमने abandon की first form use की. अगर हम negative नहीं बना रहे होते, हम इसका affirmative बनाते, जैसे कि भाई he abandoned smoking, तो यहाँ पे हम verb की second form लगाते हैं. Enable, you see, did you enable? Abort, I aborted the mission. You see, यहाँ पे हमने abort की second form लगा दी. You can check your answers. Perfect. Let's move ahead. The next tense we have here is a future simple tense. जिसकी definition है that will happen. जो होगा. अब जो कभी भी होगा, जो भी होगा, future में होगा, उसके लिए हम future simple tense use करेंगे. ठीक है? Let's catch up with the rules. So will is the helping verb. We all know it's really easy. You need to use will, will everywhere. Shall is not used anymore. Shall को इस्तेमाल ख़त्म हुए हुए भी कोई आज से 10 साल हो चुके हैं. It's been a decade कि shall अब use नहीं होता. And still students ask कि भाई सर ये अपना हम future simple में shall इस्तेमाल करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे. So we do not use shall anymore with future simple tense. Okay? Shall is used in some other places, right? We'll talk about them later on. Verbs first form. It will always have verbs first form. And that is it. बस इतना ही. Will helping verb है. Verb की first form आएगी और sentence पूरा. Let's get some examples. Like you see, he will see you soon. वो तुमसे जल्द ही मिलेगा. They won't meet now. वो मुझसे अभी नहीं मिलेंगे. ठीक है? Want is the short form of will not. Will you bring it tomorrow? You say यही rule हम use कर रहे हैं negative और interrogative में. जब हम not लगाएंगे तो the sentence will be negative और जब हमें interrogative बनाना होगा तो हम helping verb पहले ले जाएंगे. Exercise time. Okay, so let's do an exercise. You have the verbs, you know what to do, you have the subjects. Good luck, pause the video and do it. I think you have done it now, so let's check your answers. Okay, so it's going to be I will not adopt, right? No second forms, no third forms, only the first form and simple not with will. Affirmative, he will advise. Interrogative, will I afford? Okay, I hope this is clearly understood. Now wait for the next video to be uploaded. It's just, you know, it's maybe this day or tomorrow. Actually, I cannot prolong the video too much. Otherwise, I know a lot of people will miss it because of lack of time. A lot of people are busy doing a lot of their stuff. So that's it for now. In the next video, we'll be learning all 3 continuous tenses. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Allah Hafiz.
For more videos, please subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.